Hello HL students, welcome everyone. Yes, this is the literature lesson and it's about poetry. If you are not a fan of poetry, you have more important things to do. You can just go. But I suggest you stay. I won't make it long. And it will be helpful for you to know about poetry, how to find poetry and everything. Because sometimes you need to communicate in poetry. Sometimes you find people who are interested in poetry, love poetry, they're poets. And then you want to communicate with them, if you know what I mean. So you really want to know a thing or two about poetry. And if you are a poetry fan, then this is for you. Let's start. Billy Collins, one of, as you see in his face, very smart, sarcastic, and funny person, author, and poet. So he has this poem, Introduction to Poetry. But before going and talking about the poem, I want to introduce him to you more. Dubbed the most popular poet in America by Bruce Weber in the New York Times, Billy Collins is famous for conversational, witty poems that welcome readers with humor, but often slip into quirky, tender, or profound observation on the everyday reading and writing and poetry itself. Collins was born in 1941 in New York City. He earned a BA, Bachelor of Arts, from the College of the Holy Cross and both an MA and PhD from the University of California, Riverside. In 1975, he co-founded the Mid-Atlantic Review with Michael Shannon. He has received fellowships from the National Endowment for the Arts, the Guggenheim Foundation, and the New York Foundation for the Arts, and has taught at Columbia University, Sarah Lawrence, and Lehman College, City University of New York, where he is a distinguished professor. He is also Senior Distinguished Fellow of the Winter Park Institute in Florida and a faculty member at the State University of New York, Stony Brook. Now you know him. Not only a poet, literate, a professor. So let's read the poem. It's short, it's fun. Introduction to Poetry. I ask them to take a poem and hold it up to the light, like a color slide, or press an ear against its hive. I said drop a mouse into a poem and watch him probe his way out, or walk inside the poem's room and feel the walls for a light switch. I want them to watch ski across the surface of a poem, waving at the author's name on the shore. But all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with rope and torture a confession out of it. They begin beating it with a hose to find out what it really means. Now, let's analyze the poem. And again, I showed you in a short lesson where to find poem analysis. It was poem analysis, the website. And this is not the full analysis of every verse, every stanza and everything, but quite good information. Structure. Introduction to Poetry is a free verse poem of modern literature. Free verse means it's just there is no exact structure, just 2 by 2, 3 by 3 or something like that. There are a total of 7 stanzas in the poem. The stanzas don't have specific line length. The poem doesn't have a specific rhyme scheme. So it's just very spontaneous. Tone. The poem features a poetic persona who talks in the poem with an ironic tone to satirize the modern sensibility regarding poetry. It says that people just they want to find meaning in poems. Sometimes poems are just expressions of the moments of the poet. There's no deep meaning. You shouldn't be able to understand every single word and sentence. Themes. Introduction to poetry introduces the theme of appreciation of a poetic work. Just appreciate the poetic and artistic work. In the first few stanzas, the poet brings home the theory of postmodernism in an innovative manner. So you may be familiar with postmodernism. You may want to look it up. You may want to just let it go. Imagery. The poem is full of images too. There is visual imagery, visual auditory, olfactory, sense of smell imagery, and tactile, related to touch imagery in the poem. The poet uses an image of a color slide held up to the light in the first stanza. Thereafter, he uses the images of a hive, mouse, a dark room, a water skiing, and yes, in the following stanzas. So, why do we have this lesson? Because there is a little bit different between the analysis of a poem and a novel or short story, but still it's analyzing, and you need to be able to analyze and talk about the structure, the tone, imagery, and theme during your internal assessment, the speaking test. So we are practicing it. And for the last point, let me introduce you to another website, poetryfoundation.org, if you are interested. Yes, this is the poetryfoundation.org. You can go on, find many information, and not too many analysis. For analysis, you will be linked to other websites, but there is a poetry magazine and articles and a lot of things about poems and poets. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned, and I hope you were not bored or tired or exhausted or frustrated. Anyway, I hope you had a good feeling. Thanks for watching. Take care.